Hey everybody, it's Tim from MarineMax in Buford. Today's series we're going to talk about the Crest difference, the 10 points that really make Crest stand apart from all other pontoons. So everything I'm going to be talking about in this video, no other pontoon company even comes close to doing like Crest was. And we're going to start out by talking about the logos. A lot of our competitors have stickers and decals that tend to peel off, or maybe you'll scrape against something and it'll look tacky after a while. They've got chrome logos on their boats. We're also going to talk about on all Crest models, including even our entry-level Crest 1, they have powder-coated rails. You're all familiar with lawn furniture being outside, being powder-coated. Crest does that with their boats. After time, this tends to get very dull if it's not powder-coated and get black streaks. So this will look like this 20 years from now. That's why there's so many good-looking older Crests still on the water today. Fencing is the thickest in the industry. You can push on this. A lot of our competitors, you can push and it'll actually dent in and not bounce back. You can push as hard as you want on this. A lot of that is because of the D-rails very close together. There's a lot of support. A lot of the competitors out there, these D-rails are very far apart, like this center one would not be in here. So a lot stronger because of the D-rails are actually very close together. 4-stage pontoons, meaning we have 4 sealed chambers. A lot of the competition only has 1, some 0. What that means is you could actually hit a rock or puncture this. We've actually got a picture, Warren, you can zoom in here. They took an older Crest that was actually built the same and cut 2 big gaping holes in the same pontoon, the back and the front, and you can see the boat still floats very level and does not impair at all, the boat's, flotility on that. So we're going to go to the front of the boat, down at the bottom, talk about pontoons again. We've got extra large splash guards to keep the water from out of the, inside cabin in this. I've been out in 20, 30 mile an hour winds, and I've never got a drop of water inside the boat. So some of our models, when you get to the Crest 3 and above, have double splash guards. So we also have the longest nose cones in the industry. That's the part that gives you the good ride and cuts through the waves, so that's the longest. They're also the thickest in the industry, and we're going to talk about the end caps being thick too. All of our lights, meaning the docking lights, your horn, your navigation lights, are all up in the fencing. A lot of competitors are down on the deck. When you're tying your boat up, you step on the lights and you can break them, and it's a safety hazard. We're also going to talk about, I've done a video before on the gates. We have 90-degree miter gates. A lot of them have curved gates. They're not as strong. Very heavy gate, works very well. 400-pound piano hinge, full-length hinge. So the strongest gate. We've also talked about the safety bar on the outside. You cannot push this gate open. We're the only manufacturer that does this safety bar on the outside. I'm going to walk around to the back of the boat. First of all, we're going to talk about the frame real quick, because this is really the Crest heritage. Crest has been in business for 57 years. They've always been known for their heavy-duty frame. This is the actual frame of most pontoons. Everyone's going to talk about the Crossmembers being a 16-inch, 18-inch, or 20-inch average. What Crest does, they build it like a house. Wherever you need the strength, which is in the back of the boat, their Crossmembers are actually 6 inches apart. I'm hoping you can see that on the picture there. Then they average out the rest. So our average is 14 inches, best out of all the class, but as close as 6 inches apart back where we need the support where the motor and the torque is. They also beef up the front of the boat with extra steel bars up here. So again, no one else does that in the industry. Even one more thing they do in the back of the boat, we actually box frame. So you've got naturally stronger from the 6-inch Crossmembers. Then they put additional box frames back there to strengthen up again. That's where your motor's at, especially with these higher horsepowers. You have a lot of torque and will twist a lot of our competition frames. It will not do this on a Crest. We're going to come back to the end caps of the pontoon. Again, Crest makes 90% of their boats in factory. They've been in the same factory for the 57 years. There isn't much outsourced, so they can keep very good quality control. One of the things you can do with the end caps is just knock on them if you're looking at competitors. Most of them are going to sound very hollow. This is a very strong end cap. It's 0.125, strongest in the industry again, and it's made at Crest. Very comfortable swim ladders, very attractive with the chrome. They go very deep, very comfortable treads going down, does not hurt your feet. I've been on a lot of competitors' boat where you don't even want to walk up the ladder because they've got like steel bars through here that hurt your feet. So very strong, very sturdy. We've got on all of our boats center fuel pods. Again, a lot of our competitors have them on the side of the boat. It'll cause listing. All of our fuel tanks are built in a center pod in the center of the boat. You can get underneath and see the heavy-duty welds and brackets on that pod in the center pontoon. So again, no one else uses that heavy a bracing in their boats. You can see the very good quality of the welds. So that's about all we're going to talk about today. These are, mainly outside features that really sets Crest apart from the rest. We've got a lot of other things we're going to talk about, and our next video is coming. Thank you. Come and see Tim at the Buford store at MarineMax in Georgia. Thank you.